All right, so we all think we know New York City, right? The skyscrapers, that constant buzz, the energy. But what if I told you that to really understand it, you have to peel back all that concrete, go way back to its original source code? We're going to dig into the foundational DNA of a city that, get this, was never meant to be some shining beacon of freedom. Nope, it was built to be a ruthless commercial machine. Let's get into it. Okay, do me a favor. Picture Manhattan in your head right now. What do you see? I'm guessing Times Square, maybe Central Park, that iconic grid of streets. But let's rewind the clock, way back to 1609, before a single European ship really changed things for good. What was this island, actually? Well, the answer is kind of mind-blowing. Thanks to the incredible work of Eric Sanderson and his Manhattan Project, we know it wasn't a city just waiting to be built. It was an ecosystem, a really complex, thriving one. I'm talking rolling hills, dense forests, get this, 66 miles of streams. It had more biodiversity per acre than Yellowstone has today. It was an island absolutely teeming with life, not pavement. And that world, Mannahatta, which is what the native Lenape people called it, that's the real foundation we have to start with. You know, before any company charters, before any colonial governors showed up, there was this vibrant, living landscape. It's really the essential chapter 1 in New York's story. And then everything changed. The Dutch arrived. Now, it's so easy to just lump them in with the Pilgrims up in New England, seeking religious freedom, but that is not what was happening here. The founding of New Amsterdam was a business trip, pure and simple, a commercial experiment from day one. So here's the absolute key to understanding early New York. It was a corporate town. The Dutch West India Company, they didn't found it for glory or for God. They founded it for profit, purely for profit. And that meant they didn't really care about your religion or where you came from. What they cared about was, can you help us make money? And this profit-first mindset, it created this accidental melting pot. It drew in everybody, traders, pirates, refugees, anyone who wanted to get rich. And right there, that's the seed of the city's radical diversity. But a place like that, built on pure commerce, doesn't stay simple for long. It pretty quickly became a battleground for a really modern idea. And as Russell Shorto documents in his amazing book, The Island at the Center of the World, a huge conflict broke out over what this new society should even be. And this is where it gets really interesting. You've basically got two competing visions for the future, laid out right here. On one side, you've got this guy, Adrian van der Donk. He's a lawyer, and he's arguing that the people, the actual colonists, they deserve individual rights. They deserve a say in their own government, the freedom to trade for themselves. And then, on the other side, you have Peter Stuyvesant, the peg-legged, totally autocratic director general. He's the company man. His vision? Top-down control, order, the company's interests above all else. And van der Donk's argument, which we've captured the spirit of here, was, honestly, it was revolutionary for its time. He was fighting for principles, self-determination, free enterprise that would, centuries later, echo in the founding documents of the United States. This wasn't just some little squabble. This was the beginning of the American idea, and it was happening right there on the tip of Manhattan. Okay, so this early clash, individual rights versus corporate control, it really set the stage for the city's entire future, which can be summed up in one word: change, constant change. The Dutch chapter? That was just the beginning. This little commercial outpost was about to get totally reshaped by empire and revolution. And the pace of that change was just relentless. I mean, look at this. In 1664, the English just sail into the harbor and take over without firing a single shot. Bam, it's renamed New York. Fast forward a century, it's a central battleground in the American Revolution. And then, just over a decade after that, it becomes the main stage for the birth of a brand new nation. And this whole era really climaxes with the city's ultimate transformation. For a short but absolutely critical time, New York City wasn't just a hub for trade, it was the capital of the United States. Think about that. This is where George Washington was inaugurated, it's where the Bill of Rights was adopted, it's where the entire machine of American democracy was first put together. So when you put it all together, you take the original natural island, you add the corporate blueprint, you mix in that fight for freedom, and top it off with constant reinvention, what you get is the city's core code. You get the DNA that is still pumping through its veins today. Just think about it for a second. Global commerce, it's the city's lifeblood, always has been. Radical diversity,
That's its signature strength, born out of that need for profit. Constant conflict, between the powerful and the people, between order and freedom, that's the engine that drives it. And relentless reinvention is the only thing that's truly constant. These four things, born way back in the 17th and 18th centuries, they are what make New York, New York. Which, it leaves us with one last thought. When you look at the city today, at Wall Street, at City Hall, at the amazing, chaotic life playing out on its streets, who do you see winning that original battle? Is it the spirit of Van der Donk, the guy who fought for individual freedom and a voice for the people? Or is it the ghost of Stuyvesant, imposing corporate order and top-down control? Maybe the real answer is that their fight never really ended. It's still happening every single day.